So it looks like the Amico is like dead. I don't know if you clicked on the article. It wouldn't let me save the thing.
I didn't have to click on the article. I got the email directly from the source from Intellivision.
Oh, no, I'm just saying that there's the headline on Kotaku that doesn't show up on our outline is the Intellivision Amico is in deep shit is the actual headline that Kotaku posted. I like that headline. Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming.
So they're what, chapter 11 officially now?
They're filing for it. I don't know if they're official or not, but they're filing for it. Yes. Yeah, I got an email. It's just yesterday from Intellivision highlighting all of the things that they have going on.
All the good things they have going on.
Some of them have they started production yet?
They have started their proof of concept production, right? Like this, they've got they're claiming to have their first samples are in the production process. So this would be their first samples of the device, along with like the final packaging and everything, is what they're claiming to be at.
Packaging looks great. Big fan of the packaging. I'm looking at it right now. I like how they've used sort of the retro styling, but also some modern touches.
Well, they are going to be licensing out the Intellivision catalog.
That is the good part of it, right? Like, it's like, yes, that's where you should be focusing on trying to make some money, is license out some games that are on devices that people own.
And also speaker hats. Tried and true method.
But basically, we laugh at it. We laugh at Atari, but they're making it's like little bits at a time.
I don't laugh at Atari.
They started with speaker hats, but now they're up to the recharge games that we were just talking about how we like them.
Right. That's the type of thing a television should be going
That's where they should have started. They should have started literally with saying, hey, we own Intellivision now. We're going to make some t-shirts that have all the old logos and box art on them. You're going to love it.
Nobody wanted to tell Tommy, it's actually hard to make a console. Like, that's why nobody does it.
You start off with getting with a little bit of merch.
I still think there were good intentions on this thing, and they just didn't know what they were doing. Yes. And then they just got blindsided by
reality,
by the supply chain.
That wasn't going to help. You think that was going to help that much? Like,
it would have helped. They could have faked their way through this a lot quicker.
They're using 2015 cell phone parts?
Those are hard to get though. I'm serious. Like, I know if you're trying to buy old technology, it's hard to get.
Now it is. I'm saying their original plan was to fleece people by selling an old cell phone in a big box. And
it was all such a bad idea.
And probably at the time they were like, we can get cheap old cell phone parts, put it in a bigger plastic case, sell it to people for $300. They'll cost $5 each, and we're going to make so much money. We only have to sell like 100,000 of them. And then by the time people realize that it's a piece of garbage, we'll have already made our few $1 million, and we'll be in Mexico, and it'll be great.
Also,
and
I would have been happy with that outcome.
Right.
That's my assumption. Again, that this is all that is
everybody that was buying one of these,
humor.
Everybody knew what they were getting into this. Like, they're not like it was people who had $300 of disposable income that were like, I'll fart around with this thing some. It's going to have the Earthworm Jim something or other on it. But
people just want the logo. They want the logo.
They're still trying to put this thing out is the issue.
Dumb. Just make the sweatshirts.
Right? Like, just make the sweatshirts. Make license the games. You've got some games that are there.
Everybody loves the Running Man logo.
Games and put this out and then have people try to buy this thing.
No,
because everybody knows it's dead.
Right? Who's going to spend $300 on something they know is a complete failure?
No one is.
But the box looks good.
You know what though? I bet there was, and I know this making this sound even more cynical, but I guarantee you there were plans to go on the Fox News style circuit with this console. Tommy Tallarico's in deep is like a big Republican.
He is. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why why is this? Go ahead, keep talking.
You think like Tucker Carlson was going to have Tommy
I
on?
think there was a plan to market this to the right-wing Fox News crowd as
Family.
This is your alternative to the violent
Sex
video
box.
game. Yeah, the Xbox is. These are woke games.
Gay station.
You don't want to play these woke games with these, the gay characters or anti-religious or whatever things they would shoehorn in there, the violence in the video games. Like, this is a console with family values for the family. This is, if you're a God-fearing American citizen, then this is the only console for you.
It's the My Pillow of consoles is what you're trying. That's what he was going for.
I honestly think that's what they were going with.
Interesting. I mean, I think the big problem also, it's not a bad theory. Not bad.
Right.
Not bad. I'm not
I think a lot
of
their marketing was about how this is the family.
It's a pretty good marketing campaign.
It's the family values console.
I don't think that they had that marketing campaign in mind. I think you're giving them too much credit here.
Because I know that they were big on that side of the spectrum. And
that was their whole like talking point, right? Was this is something you play with family. But they're saying that also because the games are very minimal.
Yeah, they're minimal and boring, but you get on if Tommy Tallarico could get on one episode of Tucker Carlson.
Oh yeah, of course.
Then this console becomes then grandmas are buying this for their grandkids for Christmas.
So and that sad.
Especially if it had like some nice religious games on there.
I mean, and I guarantee, like I'm not guaranteeing you that was the plan. I'm like, I can't do that, but I wouldn't be surprised if
you should have got a job there. It's a good strategy.
If that,
is this your video resume or audio resume?
Seriously, if they had
join Team Amico.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the problem is like it's really hard to make a console, and the guy making the console is a professional musician. He's very successful, but he's a musician. He's not a engineer. He's not a salesman. He's not any of the things that are involved.
He's a little bit of a salesman.
Yeah, he's definitely
he's definitely a salesman.
Okay, sure. He's right. He's a video. Right. I forgot about his TV personality situation previously, but yeah, bad idea.
Maybe even a little bit of an entertainer.
Yes, he's definitely an entertainer. We're all entertained.
I mean, it's only a matter of time before you turn on Fox News and you have Tommy Tallarico and Kurt Schilling talking about how violent video games are ruining youth, and how they know from firsthand experience. And that's why a console like the Intellivision Amico is so important. If that sounds so plausible, that if it didn't happen would be more shocking than if it does.
I'd buy one.
And coming up after the break, we've got Randy Pitchford here to do a little magic show for you.
So another part of this was like, of course, I got my refund because I was like, as soon as I had seen enough, like a few months back.
Throw the damn towel, man.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I was skating along here. I'm like, I don't like where this is going. And then I saw enough. I don't remember what the point was, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna ask for a refund. And they gave it to me my next day. But now it seems like they have downsized that person out of the company that was giving the refunds.
Smart. That's the first guy you fire.
Yeah. And so now they're using some of the capital that they're raising to pay back the refunds. So they're splitting their operating costs and then just like getting around to refunding all these people that have now asked for refunds.
What a nightmare. I like Wombat's. I don't know that Wombat's strategy. That's,
I think it's a good strategy. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but I think
agreed.
I think it's a good marketing plan.
It should have been their strategy if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Too late.
Maybe
now.
not their complete strategy, but it would definitely be a tent pole in their marketing campaign.
Yeah. Right. Speaking of Fox News, I had dinner behind Bill O'Reilly recently, and after he got up and left, I asked the waiter, I was like, this guy's like a fucking cheap fuck, right? And the waiter was like, I don't like to speak bad about people, but he's an asshole and he's cheap. And the waiter was really funny. The waiter's like, he's like, you can't be both. You can't be both of those things. One is okay, but you can't be both. Yeah. Fucking, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I said to my family, I said, I bet you he's a fucking cheap fuck, this guy. I mean, with all his money. He didn't even have to pay off those women. Like Fox did that. So he kept a lot of his money, I'm sure. Still can't fucking tip.